Hello there, this is Jesse Coffee, and now we're going to finish we're going to talk about the rest of my Fox VHS and DVD collections, and some Blu-ray titles I have from Fox, but I don't have a Blu-ray player, so these Blu-rays all have the DVD inside. But these Blu-rays all have the DVD inside, which is why I bought them. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the what I have on Fox tapes and DVDs that I have on Fox Video and 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment. These are the Fox Video ones I have. First one is The King and I, Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. It's a tape from 1991, newly remastered, or 1991 anyway. Has the old CBS Fox Video label on it. And it's from the 26th week of 1993. The next tape is Dr. Dolittle with Rex Harrison, Samantha Eggar, and Anthony Newley. So someone must have had a lot of fun playing with the box when I was a kid. And apparently got something on it. Says the CBS Fox Video logo on there. 10th week of 1994 is when this was printed during. Next one is Miracle on 34th Street. The original 47 classic, rather. About the child to find out if Santa Claus is real. There's some brings down there. I used to be able to see them real clearly, but now I can't anymore. And this was printed during the 41st week of 1992. Next one is There is no business like show business. A statement we can all get behind. And this one is a tape from 1991. And there's no musical like this one, apparently. There's the old CBS Fox logo on it again. From, what the hell is the week here? 8th week of 1995. Next, we have a real classic right here. Oh man, this is a great, great Christmas comedy. I've seen this. Anyway, it's Home Alone. All-time great film. One of the all-time great Christmas comedies. Sponsored by Pepsi and American Airlines. Has their ads on there, along with a preview for Ferngully Magical Rescue. This is a pretty damn common early Fox Video tape. Probably the most common of them all. Except where I live, where I only found a copy of it in 2019. And less than a month before Disney closed in on its Fox purchase. Printed during the 21st week of 1991. Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen the second one, which we'll get to. Although I haven't gotten to see the second one in its entirety yet. But I will one day. And I'll see if the third one's okay. But then if the third theatrical film lives up to Roger Ebert's remarks on it. But as for the direct-to-video and streaming service films, I'm not going to bother with them. Next one is Julia Roberts in Sleeping with the Enemy. She's a stranger in a small town. She changed her name, her looks, her life, all to escape the most dangerous man she's ever met, her husband. tape there. There's these little printings down at the bottom. And it was printed during the 31st week of 1991 this time. Then I have Pacific Heights with Melanie Griffith, Matthew Modine, and Michael Keaton. Morgan Creek film. They released their first period movies through Fox, actually. Morgan Creek did. And this is a 1991 release. It's a reprint of that, though, because it has a CBS FoxVideo logo on it. Printed during the 34th week of 1992. Next one is Hot Shots, the mother of all movies. Oh man, this is a great comedy. Great military spoof. I take it pretty well. A great spoof of military movies and all their cliches. Everything right down to the, what was it, the plugs for the Army. I think the Army took this one well. Or would, anyway. Printed during the second week of 1992. Next one is An Affair to Remember with Cary Grant and Deborah Kerr. And from 1992. This one has a layer thing. It has a thing inside. This one has a thing inside. Save up to $15 on your own special affair with Superflora and 800 gift line. Let's see what that offer is. We're going to fold it out. We have Flowers Harley Floral Arrangement, Class Act, and Eternal Spring with a $5 certificate. Promotion ends March 31st, 1995. And then we have, oh yeah, roses. With a $10 certificate. Now this one actually has a print date on it. August 5th, 1994. And this one is not copy protected, surprisingly. Unlike the other early FoxVideo tapes that I have. I think only 3 FoxVideo tapes that I have, which is not copy protected. So I could do the opening to this if I wanted to. Next one, My Cousin Vinny. This is a great one. Another great one with Joe Pesci, Rob Macchio, Marisa Tomei, and Fred Gwynn. A comedy of trial and error. This time it's from 1992 again. This is one of the great comedies of the 90s. The early 90s in particular. This was printed during the 36th week of 1993. Next one is For the Boys with Bette Miller and James Caan. This one has the parts of the cardboard sleeve tied up to the BASF container for some reason. I'm not sure why. And it's from the 17th week of 1992. That says there. To a BASF or BASF container. This is how I know. let's see. Do I have all mine? 3, 5. Maybe we can put this one over there. Next one are a couple of my Charlie Chaplin tapes. The Chaplin Review. These are tapes from the Charlie Chaplin Centennial Collection. So the Chaplin Review, a thing from 1992, actually. These, I think, have the CBS FoxVideo logo at the beginning, because I think it was reduced to specialty titles after the reorganization that brought upon FoxVideo. And also CBS titles. Printed during the second week of 1993. The other one, The Great Dictator, again from the Centennial Collection. AFI's 100 Funniest Movies winner! This is from 1992 again. And this is a layer printing. This comes from DJ's Video in Ashland, Oregon. And this was printed during the 38th week of 1999. So it's a much, much later printing. And also, because of that, it's not copy protected. Which would in theory, make it one of only 4 Fox videotapes I have that aren't copy protected. Or maybe I have some others. Only 4 like legally pressed tapes that I have that are not from Fox that are not copy protected. I'm sorry for the jump cut. I was texting my mom at the time of filming. Anyway, we have Duel of the Sun next. This one is Jennifer Jones, Gregory Peck, and Joseph Kahn. This is one of only 2 Fox Western Classics tapes that I have. It's from 1992 again, and this is leased from ABC Video, because ABC has the rights to David O. Selznick's filmography. Printed during the 19th week of 1993. I haven't seen I don't know. I don't think Disney ever takes down ABC motion picture stuff from YouTube. So if this weren't copy protected, I might actually upload that. I would actually have uploaded that in its entirety. Next one is Big Jake with John Rain and Richard Boone. This is a tape from This is a 1971 film. He also did Rio Lobo a year before, and that led to one of the, I think, like, great National Lampoon like articles where it's an HBO spoof that broadcasts Rio Lobo many different times a day in various forms. This was printed during the 22nd week of 1994. I'm sorry about that. I actually almost botched that week in your code there. Next, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. The only one that I know will be great. The one that I watch it. In every department except, I think, the cameo from that insurrectionist who must not be named. Printed during the 23rd week of 1993. 23rd week of 1993. Now, that's the only 93 Fox videotape I have. The only Fox videotape I have from 1993. Next tape is a real classic here from the 90s. And I would like to watch it sometime. Mrs. Doubtfire with Robin Williams and Sally Field. Only one of the more common Fox video releases out there. These and the next 2, I think, are the most common Fox videotapes ever. As far as then current movies are concerned. Of course, this one has the, I think it has a trailer for Baby Stay on it. I'm not sure. It also has an ad for their, for the Shirley Temple video collection. I finally figured out the song that was playing on there. It was originally a recording from, it's a female cover of a song called Watching the River Run, which was on, an album cut from Loggins and Messina. How did I find that out? By watching on the archives, the recent thrifting episode of the archive. And, no, and just like the Benny on the archive host, I do not know what Loggins and Messina have to do with Shirley Temple. Printed during the 16th week of 1994. Now here's a really great action movie. Speed! With Keanu Reeves, Dennis Hopper, and Sandra Bullock. This has earned 2 very enthusiastic thumbs up from Siskel and Eber and me. Making it 3 very enthusiastic thumbs up. If you haven't seen it already, go ahead and give it a watch. It's a must-see. This is actually the print date copy of it that I have. From October 4th, 1994. Appropriately enough, 4 years before I was born. I have here 3 copies of True Lies. Here. I'll start with the rarest of them all, which is the demo tape! Not for rental or sale. This feature-length streamer is for sales aid use only, and absolutely not for rental, sale, or public demonstration. This is another great action movie if you haven't seen it. Universal had the international rights to it for a number of years. And the $150 million action adventure of the year. No rental title released in the last 3 years has a higher intent to rent than True Lies, according to independent research. True Lies score an A with males and females of all ages, according to CinemaScore. All-star cast includes Jamie Lee Curtis, Tom Arnold, and Tia Carrere. The dealer order date is December 19th, 1994, and the street date is January 11th, 1995. There's the tape, which has this white sticker on it. Preview video cassette, January 1995. Printed during the 43rd week of 1995. Okay, I have 2, release copies of the, released tape in my hands. First is the actually legitimate pressing of it. Which has the, has a little coupon inside for the FoxVideo Movie Club on it. Has previews for Mrs. Doubtfire, and in full, the Fitness is for Everybody PSA. It's back with a picture of the gorgeous Marilyn Monroe. And this was printed during the 18th week of 1995. So that's the actual release of it that I have. Now for this copy. I got this in April. I think it was March or April of 2014 from the half.com. And gotta love this. The box actually doesn't even look remotely like the one on the official tape. The colors are way off, for starters, and it uses the kayak case that that FoxVideo definitely was not using back then. I know for a fact because I showed you the actual legitimate tape of True Lies just a minute ago. But it gets weirder from there. The text is in tiny type, for some reason. It's got a telephone stamp on the label for, I don't know why it's there. I don't know why someone thought of putting it there. It has a random tape over the recording tab. Random piece of Scotch tape over the recording tab. And you're going to love the opening and closing of this. This opens with color bars. Then it has it has the fitnesses for everybody PSA from the actual tape, but on this one, the PSA is joined in progress. And it also has a preview for Airheads, which I'm told was in real life on a tape of The Chase, which I don't have. Oh, man. And the picture and sound quality are a bit... You could tell someone was dubbing, managed to successfully bypass Macrovision and copy it onto a blank tape that was also copyable to other forms. They copied the actual official tape of True Lies onto another tape of it, and bypassing copy protection and everything. And this even has at the end, it also has a little REW at the end when the tape starts to rewind. So, I've never bought anything like it since. Sorry about that. Next are my is a tape from the Rodgers and Hammerstein Golden Anniversary collection. So we're back on the real 20th Century Fox tapes now, actual legitimate pressings of them. This is the Rodgers and Hammerstein Golden Anniversary tape of South Pacific. Has the CBS Fox logo at the back. So this, again, they just did specialty tapes and some CBS stuff. And this got a $5 coupon with the purchase of any two Rodgers and Hammerstein titles. Offer valid only on videos purchased between August 16, 1994 and January 31st, 1995. Here's the tape. And it was from the 30th week of 1994. Now, I have a few 20th Century Fox Selections tapes. Here's 3 of them. And the first of these is not copy protected, surprise. Is the 4th out of the 5 legally duplicated and pressed FoxVideo tapes that I have that are not copy protected. This is Can Can. Yep, there's the note I mentioned earlier. When Russian Premier Nikita Khrushchev was taken to Can Can Hollywood set during a state visit, he described the dancing he witnessed as immoral. His remarks soon became front-page headlines around the world. I think they must have been front-page headlines. Printed during the 8th week of 1995. Another one, Big, with Tom Hanks. From 1995 again. This has a thing there for the FoxVideo Movie Club. I remember it also had a 20th Century Fox Selections inside, but I've lost it. That's somewhere down the line. From the 12th, this is printed during the 12th week of 1995. So let's get this back in there. Next one, Norma Ray with Sally Field and Beau Bridges, the Academy Award winner for Best Actress 1979 for Sally Field. So after searching for the right American town to shoot the story of Norma Ray, the filmmakers found Opelika, Alabama, and knew, without the K, instantly that it was right. Hundreds of the local residents worked as extras or bit players in the production. Which is a fascinating little note to include there. Oh wait, this may be the fifth one. Maybe the fifth FoxVideo tape that I have. That is not copy protected. The fifth, like, actually legally pressed and duplicated one that isn't copy protected. Most of FoxVideos are. This was printed during the 47th week of 1996. Yeah, I don't remember it being copy protected when I put it in. Now, we'll show Miracle on 34th Street. This is the 20th Century Fox Family feature from 1995 of it. And this actually is a print date copy from September 17th, 1995. Next are three tapes that I have of X-Files episodes. Three, like, officially released X-Files episode tapes. I think they did, like, a handful of them during the heyday of the show. These aren't easy to find, but I would like to pick up more of them soon. This is Pilot and Deep Throat. These are not easier to find Fox tapes, I should say. And this is from the 8th week of 1996. I have another one. Beyond the Sea and EB. Printed by Chris Carter, of course. Printed during the 33rd week of 1996. And then, last but not least, Sleepless and Duane Barry. These are all from 1996. It says, day in year code of the 337th day of 1996. And it was printed during the second week of 1997. Let's keep on my 96 roster. Independence Day. With a free 3D live action art, 3 poster offer, and a $5 mail-in rebate. I actually got this factory seal when I got it. I unwrapped it to watch it. And this is the original proof of purchase tabs, which are for 3 different things. Well, none of them the movie. This has a nice little holographic graphic card of the White House just being blown up. That's really cool. And it has our world offers from Club Fox. We have a free poster offer of the thing. We have a Club Fox ad. We have a promo for $5 rebate of the Sound of Music. And that's about it. So we're going to get these 2 inside the form. And I'll show you the actual tape itself. It looks like this. And it's from the what was it? The 39th week of 1996. So we're going to let's get all this back in here. And it was still sealed, so it was great when we watched it at one time, Mom and I. Next one is Nutcracker on Ice, starring Olympic champions Oksana Bayul and Victor Petreno. This is actually on CBS Fox Video. This is the only one from the 90s that I have with CBS Fox, the main label. And this is also from This is a license from NBC Sports. It's a 1995 tape. A bit of a chore to get it open, but I managed. Looked like a bit of a chore to get it open for a minute, but I managed to succeed. A recycled tape, originally from the 33rd week of 1991, and it was taped over during the 9th week of 1996. Then the other 96 tape I have from Fox is the widescreen tape of Speed. Yep, the original theatrical format. Yep, I found a 6 that wasn't copy protected. It's funny, I just started out thinking I only had 4 maybe FoxVideo tapes that weren't copy protected, and then I re-remembered the other 2 later on in the same video. That's got to account for some kind of character development, right? 36th week of 1996. Next tape from the premiere series, Down Periscope. This is from 1997. I don't have the original pressing of this one. Printed during the 20th week of 1997. Kelsey Grammer stars in this movie. Down Periscope. Next, I have a couple of BBC tapes that were distributed through CBS Fox, so they're in this collection. And by way of 20th Century Fox Entertainment, of course. Yeah, these are the only other two CBS Fox tapes from the 90s that have it as the main label. Next one. Diana, A Celebration. The People's Princess Remembered, 1961 to 1997. The official BBC commemorative video. This is a tape from 1997, of course. And, oh, this is not a recycled tape. This is from the 41st week of 1997. Next tape. All Creatures Great and Small, Series 1, with episodes Bulldog Breed, Practice Makes Perfect, and Breath of Life. Of course, this is a British series, so it says Series 1 there. But I think in America they were called seasons of shows, not series of shows. This one is formerly from the Tucson Pima Public Library, except I didn't even check it out there one time. But someone did. And from the Maine Public Library, which is, I think, on Stone, Douglas. It says a Timeline Video logo there as well. And it was printed during the 39th week of 1999. There's the markings there. I remember the handwritten marker very well. Here's now on to my tapes that are on 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment, unless otherwise noted. That is what I'm going to build this. Here's a 20th Century Fox Studio Classic tape, Jennifer Jones and the Song of Bernadette. Winner of 4 Academy Awards, Best Actress, Best Cinematography, Best Music Scoring of a Dramatic or Comedy Picture, Art, Direction, and Interior Decoration. There's the side, there's the back of it. One of Fox's first 50 through magnetic, but the magnetic tape is hard to come across. Or at least, I've never seen a magnetic tape of it. This is from 1997. Tape. It has a 1992 label on it. Another recycled tape. Originally printed during the 38th week of 1997 and taped over during the 7th week of 1998. And by the way, RVS stands for Rank Video Services, which duped a lot of Fox tapes back in the 90s. Next one is Soul Food. This is a great black film with Vanessa L. Williams, Vivica A. Fox, Nia Long, and Michael Beach. This is a tape from 1997 again. 1997 or 98? I'll have to look at that. Video essay list again. Printed during the 50th week of 1997. At any rate, this has a music video on it, and it also has a promo for the soundtrack. I forget what the music video was for, or what artist recorded it. I'm sure they'll come to mind one of these days. Next one is Drew Barrymore and Angelica Houston in Ever After, a Cinderella story. Once again from 1998, I think, but it's covered up by this blue seal there. Second week of 1999. Oh my god, there are fireworks going off, and what was it? 4:20 a.m. I have no idea why. Were they lighting their pot on fire by any chance? Next one is Casper, A Spirited Beginning. From 1997 again. A bit difficult to get open again. Yeah, I just managed. And this is the first direct-to-video Casper movie from the 29th week of 1997. Next one is... I'm gonna try to see which of these ones I want to cover next. Going in order of my catalog number, which the Fox used for their ISBN and stock numbers. Or part of their ISBN numbers, anyway. I have The Siege with Denzel Washington, Annette Bening, and Bruce Willis. This is another great movie. I have it on VHS, and I also have it on DVD, but I'll get to that. Printed during the 11th week of 1999. Now here's the DVD of it that I have. Now, Fox was notoriously slow in recognizing the new DVD format upon its launch. In fact, they had just heard of something called DivX, which was a variant of it that was more heavily encrypted and also was intended to be viewed for only 48 hours at a time. And that format was a notorious failure. And after that, Fox decided to release their own DVDs. So this is one of their early ones. Though they did release a few titles like during the time when they were starting to when they were during the rollout of DivX, which is a sign of the format, which is a sign of DivX's defeat. Someone at Fox knew they had a stink bomb in their hands, but they decided to deal with DivX. Broken Arrow is the next one. I just printed into I printed out the original DVD R for this and put it in here because this uses the original 1998 disc. And this originally came with 2010 artwork, which I then took out because it wasn't really era accurate. Next up here, we have the X-Files Fight the Future. So I have the American tape of it here. This is a release from 1998, of course. Came in between the last episode of the 5th season and the first episode of the 6th. Printed during the 32nd week of 1998. This one's got a preview for the Siege on it, and it's also got interview with Chris Carter on and some of the cast members on it. This right here is a Canadian copy. As you can see, it's got the 14A stamp on the back, and this little CBC thing in there. We'll get to that in a little bit. And this one also has an ink label on it, and it's apparently from Quebec because it's got the Red Cinema thing there, and it was rated 13 ons over there. It was printed on September 23rd, 1998, this Canadian copy. Now, the US copy has the sound, has a promo for the soundtrack before the warning screen. Mine doesn't, the Canadian copy doesn't. And this one has the little thing in there. There's the X-Files stuff in there. Agent Dana Scully. Much more there. And this one has the ads for the action figures, statues, computer accessories, cold caps, bust, fan club, books, game for Windows 95, Power Mac, and X-Files Barbie and Ken dolls. Let's see what in here. It's also got a $5 coupon off the X-Files game. And this little card in here. In the back of it, we have a quote for the Wild Manicured Man. It says, "Your agent's Boulder, your little gray man alive here millions of years ago." Open there. Next one is Dr. Dolittle with Eddie Murphy. This is the first of the Dr. Dolittle movies that were done for Fox. Only one of which was only the first two were theatrical, and the rest were direct to video. This was printed during the 41st week of 1998. Next one is a Touched by an Angel tape. This one is The Spirit of Liberty Moon. It's a full-length feature with a $5 mail-in rebate with the additional purchase of one of the following Touched by an Angel videos: Amazing Grace and A Christmas Miracle, which I hope to get sometime. This is a CBS video tape. It's just CBS video. The last CBS Fox tape, I think, was Our Friend Martin, which I don't have at the moment. But that doesn't open. It's from the 39th week of 1998. And it's got a little card in there. It says there are many instances in China and around the world where basic human rights and religious freedoms are threatened. If your heart has been moved and you would like to take action in some way, you may contact one of these organizations to find out how. So there's listings: Amnesty International, Freedom House, Human Rights Watch, and International Campaign for Tibet. The views of these organizations are not necessarily the views of CBS or 20th Century Fox. It's got a little, there's the rebate. That's why I like this series. It's really spiritual. Next tape is another Touched by an Angel one. This time it's the collector's edition, first and 100th episodes. Again, this is on CBS Video. This is, I believe, one of CBS's last Fox distributed tapes before CBS merged with Viacom, which was Paramount's parent company. From the 25th week of 1999. There we go. Next one is Office Space from Mike Judge, the creator of Beavis and Butthead. Work sucks, apparently. It's a team from... This isn't a... I think it's 1999 release. Printed during the 32nd week of 1999. So this is definitely 99 tape. Next one is Wing Commander with Freddie Prinze Jr., Saffron Burrows, Matthew Lillard, and Chicky Caro. An action-packed thrill ride, apparently. This one apparently is a sticker that got ripped off from the front. There's a team from 1999. Printed during the 26th week of 1999. Next, I Have Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore and David Arquette. This one was another 1999 20th Century Fox tape. Purchased a Blockbuster and paid for within hours of each other on May 6, 2002. Must have been why that date's printed there twice. Now, this one has a bit of a bent at the bottom of the tape. Let me see if I can piece that together. Well, I almost got it. You know, this shell's coming apart. Shell's a bit bent on this one, and it's got a bit of round. I have no idea what the hell is going on there. This was printed during the 37th week of 1999. Next one is the DVD of Home Alone. Another 1999 tape DVD. This time as the original theatrical trailer as the extra. A lot of early Fox DVDs just had the theatrical trailer as the extra. And there's the disc itself. It's a very plain one. This is before Fox started personalizing your discs here in Region 1. Now there will be a real mixture of tapes as far as the UPC codes and years of when they were released. Fox had a habit of reprinting their tapes, DVDs in particular, with new artwork, but they kept the UPC codes to the tapes intact, even after reissuing them. Alright, the next tape is a premiere series tape with Bill Pullman, Bridget Fonda, Oliver Platt, and the title of it is Lake Placid. This is a tape from 2000. I've done the opening of this one if you want to check it out. And this is a recycled tape. Originally printed during the 35th week of 1997, it was taped over during the 32nd week of 1997. No, not 1997, 2000. Sorry about that. Okay, the next one. A selections tape of Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones. The Coast is Toast. And this one is from 2000. It's from the 25th week of 2000. There is a 2010 DVD. We're going by UPC codes in this sequence, the UPC string. And the next one is Anastasia, Dawn Blue film. It's a DVD from, let me pull this back up. DVD from 2010, I think. Yep, 2010. And this DVD was originally released in 2000, though, because of that UPC thing. Yes, right there. Next is another DVD I believe to have been issued in 2000, and it's My Cousin Vinny, Justice in a Gambini Way. This time it's from 2009. Oh, it's hot for some reason. County of Trial and Error. Next one is the 2000 tape of The Sound of Music. Timeless classic every family should share. I think the tapes of this from 1996 on were one tape. This one has it on one tape. It's missing the D and the S in Roger's name there. And it was, let's turn on the, no, we don't need to turn on the flashlight to see what it is. February 20th, 2000 is, I think, the print date. No, July 20th, 2000. Sorry about that. I was a little bit confused there. There's some 2001 tapes here. Some 2001 VHS and DVDs there. The first one is 9 Months, Chris Columbus film starring Hugh Grant. This is a famous film because, only because Hugh Grant actually had sex with a prostitute during the police campaign with us, and that incident kind of stood in the way of the marketing campaign for this movie, and even some of the reviews for it. Here's Dr. Dolittle 2, the special edition with Eddie Murphy. And this is the only other theatrical Dr. Dolittle movie. All the others were direct to video. This is a 2001 release. It includes music video and animating the animals featurette. That's the volume over there. And the print date. I'm going to need a bit of the flashlight for this one. Let's see if it'll help me. I think that's just September 26, 2001. No, that's an 8. I think that's August 26, 2001. Let's turn the flashlight back off. Next one is back to the DVD front with Breaking Away, the Academy Award winner for Best Screenplay of 1979. Another great one. This has the 1979 Fox fanfare at the beginning. Under the Fox logo. It's double-sided disc. This is the what's it? This is the full screen side, and the other side is widescreen. And full screen is no. 2001 DVD of I have another 2001 DVD here, Rookie of the Year. I've been looking for the original 1993 VHS of this one. Hopefully I'll find it one day. Once again, full screen and widescreen on the other side. 2003 reprint, and it's got the scene selection inside the case. Which is interesting. Close that. I have a 2007 family feature reprint of The Sandlot. This is a reprint originally released in 2001 DVD. Full screen and widescreen sides, and it says 133.1 and the widescreen, and that was when CRTs were still an ongoing concern. And this is 2013 reprint. Inside the case. Next one is these are 2002 releases. I'm going to put them up front here. So I have the complete first season of MASH. Oh, it's still 2001 territory. Okay. Which has the pilot to market, recruiting for a light rate, once Chiefs, Surgeon Who, the Moose, Stinky Doodle Doctor, Bananas, Crackles, and Nuts, Cowboy, and some other notable ones on Volume 2 and 3. Has an ad for Fox War Classics inside the box. I think the first 2 seasons of the show released of MASH released on VHS. Got those War Classics in there. Young Lions, and then there's 12 o'clock hour. DJ, One Lions Express, Man of Honor, Tora, and Behind Enemy Lines. So this is actually a Canadian copy. It's got, these 3 are all Canadian copies. You've got the PG logo, probably have the entire screen at the beginning. First one was printed on August 21st, 2002. Now, how about the second? Oh, fuck. Here's the second one. If I can just get that out. And And it is August 21st, 2002 again. And how about the third volume? Printed yet again on August 21st, 2002. August 21st, 2002. And the next one that I'll show here is Joe Somebody with Tim Allen. Knockout fun for the whole family, apparently. And this was purchased from Blockbuster on October 21st, 2002. And this is the only Fox tape I have to come on a blue tape. There are also releases from Hollywood Video that Fox sent to Hollywood Video that came in white tapes. This came in a blue one. And these have invisible ink print dates, but they were covered up by Blockbuster end labels, which I heard usually wreck print dates pretty hard. So I'm not going to try to peel them off. The next one is Ice Age, which includes the all-new Missing Short, Scratch Missing Adventure. There's a recreated printout of what it might have looked like. And it still had the original case to it. I put the Tucson Pima Public Library thing there. Oddly enough, I didn't put the little marker there, but I don't think the little square thing with the abbreviations of where these things come from, but I don't think I do them anymore. There it is, and this actually did come from the Pima County Public Library, back when it was the Tucson Pima Public Library. It's got these markings there. They didn't do end labels. This was manufactured on April 20th, 2002, and printed September 14th, 2002. And is this recycled tape? Yeah, from the 27th week of 1998. Let's see. Next one is a Drumline with Nick Cannon. This is a 2003 tape. Print date on here is let's turn on the flashlight so I can see it. I believe that's March 10th, 2003. Yep, that's right. Then I have Joni and the Anna and the King with Joni Foster and Chow Yun Fat. This is from 2002. It's a full screen edition, so it's a 1331. Because again, CRTs were still a concern back then, an ongoing concern back in 2002. Yep, I got that closed up. Next I have Shallow Hal with Gwyneth Paltrow and Jack Black. True Love is worth the wait, apparently. Uses the same UPC code as the original DVD, but this is from the release in 2010. It uses the same stuff and the same UPC code as the 2002 discs. So. Again, real mixtures of when these were released and printed. And then I have the 2002 DVD of Hot Shots, Mother of All Movies again. Really, really good movie there. Let's get the original scene selection card. Next I have Big Shot. Confessions of a Campus Bookie. Confessions of a Campus Bookie. That you read there. It's a tape from 2002. With the original scene selection card and then I have 2003 DVD here of Bad Like Beckham, which is a DVD from 2003, and yet again 133.1 because CRT is still ongoing concern on 3 too. And this one's got the DVD inside. It's also got some production notes there, and the scene selection. Here's King Kong Lives. You thought the battle was over, but it's just beginning, apparently. This is from 2002. 4. And this was sequel in 1976 film, but I heard this sequel was absolutely garbage. Alright, last tape for this part is Welcome to Mooseport, which is a tape from 2000 and, nope. No, we're not done with this part yet. I'm just showing some of the last tapes here for the VHS era. So this is Welcome to Mooseport, DVD from 2004. Print date on there is February 20th, 2004, and it comes from Inner Home Video in Glendale, California. Next one is Johnson Family Vacation, previously viewed. It's a DVD from 2004. It's got the full screen and the widescreen ones, which are again double-sided. That's the widescreen side up there, and there's the stuff on that side. And the next DVD is Man on Fire, Denzel Washington. It's a DVD from 2004. Yeah, that. And their Regency film. And it's got the scene selection card and an ad for Fox titles for BBS tracks. A ad for home theater system inside of there, and some stuff about DTS on the back. Here's The Clearing with Robert Redford and Helen Mirren and Willem Dafoe. This is a DVD from 2004 again. There's a scene selection card in there, and this came from Video Caballo. I have no idea where they are. Next tape, the second to last VHS I have from Fox, is Paparazzi. It's time to settle the score, apparently. This is a Hollywood Video X rental, as you can tell from the front. And this is a 2000, I think an early 2005 release, because it got the FBI anti-piracy warning on the back. One of the first Fox tapes to do that. It's from December 10th, 2004. And inside here, the last of these Fox VHS tapes that I have. I can get this out. Here's the Sandlot 2, which is direct-to-video. Slightly moldy direct-to-video sequel to the Sandlot, and this was printed on March 15, 2005. The next part I'll deal with my post DVD releases from Fox and some international ones and Blu-rays that I have from them.